Hello, my name is Michael O'Keefe, aka The Movie Wist. If you enjoy this interview and want to hear more top-notch film industry conversations, please press the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell to stay in the know. Cristina, how do I say your last name?
Gallego.
Okay, beautiful. So, Birds of Passage shows off wealth and violence, kind of the excesses of life. But to me, it seemed kind of understated and like minimal in its as much as possible. Does that make any sense?
I don't understand again.
Okay, like the movie is like it deals with cocaine and drugs and like and violence, but while it's like still like those are like heavy like earthly subject matter, it seemed kind of like understated. Like it didn't go too far or anything. Mm-hmm. It was like a nice balance. Does that make any sense?
In between the drug trafficking and the violence and in the levels of the relation to the earth, are you saying?
Well, yeah, kind of like not as intense as like sometimes it wasn't like so over the top like a Scarface, you know. Mm-hmm. It seemed kind of understated, and I really I thought that was really strong. Mm-hmm. That was a strong element of it. But anyways, I love the actors in this movie. And I was wondering how many of them were non-actors.
Yes, they are in the family. There's 4 professional actors. And there was Ursula, Saida, Rapayet, and Moises. And the other ones was non-actors. The War Messenger, Leonidas, Aníbal. But they all also actors or non-actors. Except from Saida, that is Natalia Reyes, from the region or related to the region or with some history in common in the blood or something like this. And yes, we make a mix of natural and non-natural and professional actors. But the way that we wanted to do this film is by learning. No, we went there to learn from the Wayus about their tradition and all of this. We bring professional actors there to learn the customs, the society, the behaviors, how a Wayu see the life, and also the language.
Right.
And we, as they were there, they also teach to the other actors, and they have a training together. And for the natural actors, they need to have how to repeat, to work in front of the camera, and all of this. And it was a work of collaboration between them and us.
Yeah, I really like the film. To me, kind of said like, you know, money and like those excesses like drugs and crime and everything like that. Were kind of they kind of took over the traditional way of life, and because the movie takes place from the 60s to the 80s, and you touched on that, like that authentic level of research and detail, attention to detail. And I was just kind of wondering, what were some of these like old customs that were lost when narcotics got introduced?
Yes, we find a community that actually now is very close and they keep their traditions alive.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And when we knew about this history and what happens in that period in the 60s, in the 70s, and how they deal with the violence and how there's some families that was killed one by one, we were asking ourselves about why this gangster history and in this gangster place or community that acts like them wasn't told, but they still have their own traditions alive, and they keep that maybe that was the starting point of all this drug business, but all this drug business went to all the society. Then it becomes the Medellin cartel and the Cali cartel, but the Wayu people quit quickly from that business, and it start there in the north, but all Colombia become in that business. So I think that they have very strong relation with their own traditions, and they finding that the way to also to escape, and also they suffer a lot. There's many people that dies there. And then when the arrival of but because that period, that was the first moment with the marijuana, and then became the cocaine cartels. It changed the people. There's it was also the starting point, and in this starting point, they start this business in a very naive way, but it was not illegal at that moment. The war against the drugs started in the 70s. Yeah, and at that moment, it started to be illegal. So what it was incredible, it was how all the people was related to that business, also from the government, no? And was not illegal. The money arrives in dollars, and it was changed in the Republic Bank by weight. No, it was not counted. This amazing amount of money, and yes, how this arrival of the gringos looking for marijuana changed for us all our destiny, no? And it's a history that we wanted to tell in this tragic way, in this form of Greek tragedy, because yes, it's something that was.
It's not a very pleasant subject matter. It's pretty heavy, yeah. And that's probably what could be my last question is, like, what do you say to people who are saying, like, this film's not sugar-coated, right? What do you say to people who say, oh, you're just showing us as, like, a bunch of, like, criminals and, like, jerks, and you should show, like, a more positive side of Colombian life in movies, like the depiction issues? What would you say to someone who said that to you?
No, I think that we didn't feel very well represented in that war. We think that we never felt that our image as the people that are involved in that drugs or crime world, we didn't feel very well represented, and we think that this is a history that is very heavy for us, and we in not only in Colombia, in Mexico, in South America, we suffer about we put all the deaths and all the blood there, no?
You're right.
Giving out some product that it's more for recreation things outside, in US especially, and Europe. It's legal here, but it's not legal there, and we are putting there most of the deaths and blood. So
you believe in legalization of, like, all drugs?
No, I don't think in the legalization. I think it's a thing that it's very difficult for.
Oh, okay.
All the
sure, yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's not easy.
Yes, and it's the way that it's seen here is not seen there.
No.
And it makes all this amount of violence, and yes, but the penalization and criminalization also brings more deaths and more dark business. This dark business.
Yeah, no, I think you should legalize all drugs, and I don't do drugs. That's just me. But the movie's fantastic. I really enjoyed it, and I really encourage audiences to check it out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.